Hello friends, I'm here with the Harp and we want to give you another horse hack, a little tip on helping a nervous and tense horse like he is, getting confident all over the arena by doing something we call follow the rail, but on a circle. So he has to follow the rail, like the pattern of following the fence around the arena. But he will do it on a circle, so he will of course get away from it and then back to it, and then we will travel all around the arena here. And that's for giving him moments of being out there where it can be scary for him, and then also moments of getting away from it where he can get the confidence and he can get the relaxations. And he is very, very tense and nervous when you put on demand. Like now he's nice and cozy and sweet. But when you put on some demands on him, he tends to pull away, like avoid the cooperation with the people, and also like tense up and be very pulley and nervous when he goes. So what we'll do is that I'll put him on a circle, and the left circle is easier than the right circle, so we'll just start with the right and take that one first, and then we'll start going around. So I'm asking him to go out to the right, and I make sure, like when I have a tense and nervous horse, like if I just drive him out, he will just pull away from me and he won't learn what I want him to learn. So that's why I'm going backwards and I'm leading him out first like this, and I want him to follow the lead here and go forward. So I'm leading and then asking and asking there. So when he goes forward, that's good. So then I take again, lead. So there he kind of got away from me, so that's not following the lead. So I'm leading out here and then asking. There he did it again, so we'll just do it again to make sure he understands what it is. So there he went forward instead of away. And then I just leave him out there, getting out like this. And right now we are at this fence and the corner and the gate, and that's okay. He's confident enough here. So then slowly I'll just keep my distance to the fence here. And then slowly when we are here, I'll just go along the fence, and then he can go away from it. And I'll turn around like this, and then go along the fence together with him without adding the pressure. And just have him confidently going forward. And then go around like this. And now I'm going to put myself so that he can do a circle here in this corner where he goes along the fence there, into the corner, along the fence there. And then I'll lead, there we go. So that he can get confidence in this corner as well. You see a lot of horses, they spook away from the corners, they avoid the corners because they don't want to get trapped, they don't want to get caught there, and then they, like, especially when you're riding, they kind of go away from it. And this is a very good pattern to use to get the horses get confident at going into the corners and turning and not feeling trapped. Like this. Very well, and it's nice to see him lower his head there. And it's nice to see him getting more relaxed and not pulling away as much. And I'm just very allowing, so I'll allow him to slow down. I'll just lead him out again, lead him forward, asking him to yield from the rope. There, so he's pulling away. There he went forward. Good, and then get him back on the circle again. So we give him plenty of time and we give him plenty of space to feel confident by going forward also. And he can feel like there is a pattern here. He goes around me, and when he comes to the fence, I move, but otherwise I stand still. And then we go together alongside the fence all the way to the corner. And now I stand in this corner for a while. So the most scary corner in this arena for the horses that have scary corners is the next one, because there's a big cornfield out there. They don't see that much, so that's usually the most scary corner because it's not by the gate. And then this is the second scariest one. I don't know why, maybe because they can't see what's behind the trees there. So I'll just spend some time here giving him some time there, and then we'll slowly move up there. So having him trot around, relaxing, just going forward. And getting this pattern down really solid with him. And then we go forward. And then I stand still. And let's see if he will go into the corner. I've done this one time with him before. So there he went away. So we'll ask him to go forward. I'll just stay here first because there was an interruption of the pattern. So I'll just stay here and see if he'll make it this time. And not going away like, see, there was a moment of going away, but then I'll go into the corner. Let's see what he does. If he will stay here in the corner or if he will get away from it. So I'll just put myself here and see what he will do. So there's plenty of room now for him. Good to go deep in the corner. It's really good. And then we'll just stay here for a while, asking him to go forward. So it's important that it is in trot, because it's a good working gait, because he can think, but he's also going forward more. If he is going at a walk, there's a possibility for him to overthink things and not concentrate on going. And if we're going in the canter, then canter may be the main focus for him, and he won't recognize and deal with the things that are around him. So he has a little bit like he looks when he gets to that hole there, the gap in the trees. Let's see if he does it again. Oh, that's good. So let's see if he can do it even more confidently the next time. Let's see. So still there's at that point where he has to turn into the circle, there's a little bit of uncertainty that he may want to continue forward. Let's see if there's still this, but now there wasn't any tense or spookiness, so I'll just allow it, and then we can actually do a change of direction. So I'll take him to me, I'll go backwards, and then I gently lead out. But again, it's important that he follows the feel of the halter forward, and ask him to go and yield and yield. So there he goes away. So I'm going backwards again, asking him to yield forward, just taking the time until he finds out there what it means, what I'm saying, and that it is up to him to make the decision. So we'll just put ourselves in the corner here again, but he's on the left lead now. That looks good. So then I'll go the other way around. And then I go forward and do this. And this teaches the horse that there are no better spots than anywhere on the arena. Like the corners is not a bad spot, but it's not the best spot either. Some horses learn that they can just go into the corner and get stuck, and then they don't leave, and when you're riding you're just stuck in the corner all the time. Or if you're playing with the horses at liberty when they don't have any line on. They just run to the corner and get stuck and they don't leave. So this teaches them that the entire arena is okay. That you can be relaxed, you can go forward, you can be everywhere in the arena. And then later on we can teach him, depending on what he needs. Let's go to the corner. Depending on what he needs, we can teach him that corners are good spots while riding, or the center is a good spot for a horse to be in. So let's have him in this corner for a while. Just going forward. So lead out, and then this, there we go. And it's also a good exercise for exercise of the horse, because he goes forward, and just because it's a repetitive pattern, he gets more relaxed going forward. He's not tense, and there are no real demands, there are no pushing or driving or pulling or anything on him. It's just forward, and the only change there is that we are moving along the fence like this. Good. So there he tried to go forward and didn't connect to me, he didn't listen to me. So there I just stand and be there. So now let's see, we go forward. Let's see if he does it again. Ah, okay, that was good. He felt the rope and he went with the rope. Let's see, let's go to the corner. So that's also very nice. So we'll stand here. See there, he thought he was going forward, but he forgot that he was on a circle. So we'll stay here for a while. Let's see what he does. I may be a little bit too close. That's very good. And you can see, if you look at his trot, his pace, his speed, his rhythm, that there are times when he is a little bit up with his head and he loses the rhythm. But then there are also times where his head gets a little bit lower and the rhythm of the trot gets a lot better. So let's see here. Like for instance there. Oh, he almost forgot that he was on a circle. There you see the head get down. That means he's trying to relax. And I'm not going to drive or punish that thing, because I want relaxation. So I'm not going to correct it or just jump on him and say, hey, it's about trotting. I'll just allow him to slow down and then gently re-engage him. So there, this is very nice, like he's lowering his head, his rhythm gets better. And when his rhythm gets better and he goes a little slower, he has to use better muscles and build strength instead of just tense muscles that just builds explosiveness. And we don't need explosiveness in a riding horse. It's only when we have like competition that we need explosiveness. But as soon as we need explosiveness, we need to compensate with much more relaxation, because if we don't have relaxation and we only have explosiveness, that's not a good combination. That's not a good cocktail in a horse. So let's here go to this corner, have him be here and still keep going forward. So just gently lead out. That's good. He yielded to the rein, or to the halter and the lead rope, and that's what I need. And that's what we need in a tense and skeptic and nervous horse. So this is very, very nice. And let's go to the scary corner, the last one there. So I'll just go alongside the fence. This is the scary fence on our arena, mostly with the horses, because of the stone wall, the cornfields, and they can't really see that much there. And also, like, there used to be, usually are some deer or a fox or maybe some boar, wild boar, cats, birds out there. So that's why they are a little bit tense, because they can't see them, they can only hear them. So there he was pulling away a little bit here, like now. So that's why I stayed here before following, just to give him some more time, just right here. And there he lowered his head. That was really good. This feels really nice. And then somebody may ask, like, why don't you give him a break? Why don't you stop and pause? And that is because we are having a conversation about a specific subject here. And the conversation is, can you relax while going forward? Can you handle the entirety of the arena while going forward? And he can't handle it while standing still. Like, that's not the point of the conversation that we're having. So that's why it's important to keep him going forward, even though it's warm and he may get tired. But still, we need to stick to the point in order for him to find the meaning and the purpose of it. So that's why I'm giving him there. That was really good. Really good going into this corner. He lowered his head. He has a nice rhythm to it. He's carrying himself really well. And then when we have that, then it's time to ask him to come in and disengage like that. It's really, really good there. So I'll allow the walk, because now he doesn't need to handle the things. And then when he's in front of me like this, I'll just gently ask him to move his hindquarters away. Gently ask him to move his hindquarters away. And you see there, he misinterpreted it by going away. So I'll just hold, disengaging the hindquarters. Gently, gently hold, disengaging the hindquarters. And then I'm holding and kind of showing him that it's not moving away from me. Even though I'm disengaging his hindquarters, it's moving towards me. That's important here. And it's super important that you teach your horse that. So it's not just, okay, I get a disengagement, but he kind of jumps away from me and pulls away. It's more about, we'll get the disengagement, and it also means yield to the halter in this instance here, go forward. And then it's a matter of repetition to repeat this several times in order for him to really get it. But this was a little bit of a tip to help your tense and nervous horse, or just every horse, finding out that there are no great spots in the arena. All the arena is fine. Following the rail, getting confident at going close to the fence and going forward and getting relaxation. So this little horse hack here with the Harp, his name is Jackie, but we call him the Harp because when he came he was tight like a harp string. And when he's going to leave again, he will be gentle and nice and beautiful like harp music. So we think it's a perfect name for him. And yeah, if you like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have a question or a comment to this, then leave it down below and I'll answer them later on. And now we'll continue our little training session.